I'm Steve, and on this episode of Cooking with Love, I'm going to be making pollo alla cacciatora, or chicken cacciatore. Now, this is a very traditional Italian dish, and the cacciatore actually refers to, in the manner of a hunter. This is something that would be done by the men that went out hunting, and they would cook this over an open fire. And normally they would make it with pheasant or rabbit or whatever animals they happen to catch. It's been made with chicken quite frequently of late. Now, you can use any type of chicken you want to, and normally it's done with the bone in, but because I'm surrounded by picky eaters that won't eat chicken on the bone, I'm using boneless, skinless chicken breasts, but it still comes out pretty good. I remember my nonna making this with rabbit, and that's a very traditional Italian dish. So it's very easy to cook, doesn't take too long, and very easy to put together. Let's get started. The ingredients we need to make our chicken cacciatore is, of course, chicken. And again, this is chicken breasts that have 4 chicken breasts that I cut in half, so we have 8 pieces of chicken. This works really well if you want to use chicken thighs. You could use either with the bone in, which is better, or boneless. Chicken legs work really well, or chicken breasts with the bone, and I would cut them in half. And you can also use other things like rabbit, as I said. We need some crushed, this is San Marzano tomatoes that have been crushed. We have some fresh mushrooms. Any kind of mushrooms will work. I have some flour here, and that's for dredging the chicken after I season it. We also have some garlic, minced garlic. We have some Kalamata olives, some dried oregano. I have onions, 1 red bell pepper, which will be cut up, some fresh parsley for garnishing, salt and pepper for tasting, and we have some chicken stock, some dry white wine, and this is a Chardonnay, and some olive oil for frying. It comes together very quickly. First, I'm going to season our chicken with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to get both sides. Now, instead of dredging the chicken in a bowl full of flour, what I like to do is use a Ziploc bag. So I'm going to add the flour to the bag, and I'm going to season the flour with a little bit of salt and pepper. And just add the chicken here. All right, and then just mix it up good. And make sure all the pieces are coated well. Now we go over to our stove, and we're going to fry this up to give the chicken some color. All right, I have the pot on medium. I'm using a Dutch oven today, and I'm going to add some olive oil to the bottom. I want to make sure the bottom is coated. And I'm going to take our seasoned floured chicken, and I'm going to fry each one to give it color, about 5 minutes per side. Our chicken is browned now. I'm going to remove it from the pan and just set it aside. And this was about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. I'm going to go ahead and do the other 4. Chicken has been browned. Now we're going to fry up our vegetables. I rough chopped our onions and the peppers. I'm going to put them right here in the pot. And I'm going to give them a good stir around. I'm going to cook them for about 3 minutes. Alright, our vegetables have been cooking for about 3 minutes. I'm going to add the garlic now. And I'm just going to saute this for about a minute. Next, I'm going to add our mushrooms and just kind of warm them up. Next, I'm going to add our wine. And I'm going to deglaze the pan while allowing the alcohol to cook off of the wine. About 5 minutes. Alright, it's been cooking for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add our chicken broth and the tomatoes. Bring it to a boil. Alright, it's boiling. Now I'm going to add our olives and the oregano. I'm going to give it a good stir. And if you want, you can add a little more salt and pepper at this stage if you think you might need it. I'm going to let it go. I think we put enough salt and pepper. I'm just going to add the chicken back now. Alright, the chicken is added back. I'm just going to make sure they're coated well. I'm turning them over. Now, at this point, I would set the temperature down to low and let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour covered. Or the other option, which is what I'm going to do today, is to put it into the oven. It's 375 for 45 minutes to an hour. Our chicken cacciatore is finished. Joining me is my sister Beverly, since I'm at her house and I cooked supper today. You can serve the chicken cacciatore with a variety of things. Typically it's served with polenta. You could also serve it with roasted potatoes or other roasted vegetables. Or what I'm doing today, I'm serving it with mashed potatoes. And some people will also serve it with a pasta. All right, Bev, give it a try. Let me know what you think.
Dig in. Chicken is just break apart tender.
Very tender,
Gee,
yeah.
You don't even need a knife for it. It's hot. Delicious. I love the tomato flavor.
It's got the tomato, some of the oregano flavor comes through. The mushrooms and the peppers and the onions give it really a wonderful flavor.
Delicious.
Very easy to put together, as you saw. It did cook in the oven for about an hour. And if you like it a little bit thicker, you can take the pot off for the last, the lid off of the pot for the last 15 minutes or so and let it dry down a little bit. I like it like this, though. All right, we'll see you on the next episode.
Delicious. Till we see you again. Bye-bye.